guys faced each other 3 times, and this one just an incredible instant classic. I mean, people are going crazy as they were watching unfold. Give me your thoughts of how you're feeling after a victory like this.
I feel good. It's a testament to my heart and will. I'll fight anybody in this game, and I'll keep pushing forward.
Give us an idea of what you were thinking as the fight was unfolding, because, I mean, here's a man in front of you, just blood spewing everywhere. It looked like it was literally like shooting forward at you at certain points in time. What were your thoughts?
You know, I knew Gertz was going to be tough coming into this fight because, I mean, he trains with Justin Gaethje, and we just had a fight that I think tops old Gaethje's fight. So, I mean, I knew he was going to be tough coming into this one, and he did not disappoint. And but thank you to my team and everybody that helped me train. I pushed through and beat him. So.
I mean, a win's a win, and it certainly sounds like you guys had a headbutt or something. I mean, you caused it. So, but was there any disappointment in the way the fight ended? Did you want to go out there and have that third round, or do you say, hey, man, 10 minutes is enough after something like that?
No. I never want the fight to be stopped like that. I wanted to go out and finish it. My coach, Alan Gray, he had me pumped up to go out there and take care of business for that third round. And you know, honestly, I knew Brandon was going to be game, but I could also see him fading out. So I was ready to go in there and just do what I needed to do to finish him. You know, finish that cut, just get the knockout with that knee if I needed to. But unfortunately, they stopped it. But either way, I would have been ready.
And last thing for me, I mean, obviously I know you want to move on to other things right now, but you know, after 3 fights, do you still feel like maybe there's some unfinished business after a classic like that maybe you guys could meet somewhere down the line?
You know, I think that maybe somewhere down the line we could meet again. Nothing against Brandon; he's a game opponent, but I mean, he's 0-3 now. And I'm on a 4-fight win streak, and my goal is to become champion, and I have to keep fighting the top guys, and I can't just have these rubber mat. You know, I can't go back and say, oh, I just want to fight Brandon for the fun of it, because I mean, it's not getting me closer to my goal. It's a fun fight for the fans, fun fight for me. I'll throw down any day, but I have to keep going after guys like Pitbull, Henderson, Primus, Chandler. I mean, we have to see how that unravels, and I just got to keep going to the top. But for tonight, it was a fun fight for the fans, and for me personally, I enjoyed just going in there and getting after it.
That was a lot of names that you just listed right there. Do you feel like you're going to need to go through all those guys? How many rungs away on this ladder do you think you are from this title shot?
You know, I've been after guys like Piccolotti and Primus, and Primus, he got his shot. He's the champ now. Piccolotti, he's got a fight coming up too, and of course Pitbull Henderson coming up. Me personally, if I had to choose, you know, who I wanted to fight, I'd take the winner of Pitbull Henderson. You know, I'd love to get that Pitbull one back, and I also like to throw down with Henderson. I believe I can go in there and you know, take him out. You know, I believe I can beat anybody in the lightweight division because I mean, I want to be champion, and you know, nobody's going to stop me.
How active do you feel like you need to be? Do you think you're going to be able to get another fight in before the end of this year?
You know, if I'm healthy, yes, and if we can get it worked out, you know, possibly Pitbull Henderson winner, yeah, I'll fight again before the end of the year. I love to stay active. I love to stay busy, but we'll see how it plays out. You know, I always want my opponents to be healthy. I never want an opponent to be weak or sick or anything, you know. Like when I fought Derek Anderson, he came overweight. I said, hey, don't cut any more weight. Just stay where you're at. Give me your 100%, and I'll fight you no matter how big you are. So we'll see how it plays out. But, yeah, I wouldn't mind another one before the end of the year.
And, I mean, obviously the fight has just happened, so how could you really know? But did anything feel hurt on you? You walked in when you mentioned that surprisingly your hands didn't feel broken.
Yeah, thanks to Stitch. Yeah, his hand reps are obviously the best in the world, and my hands feel great. You know, I feel like I just had pillows on them. You know, but other than that, the only thing that hurts, you know, I got a little hematoma on my left ear here, added to my already ugly ear. Because Brandon Gertz, you know, he kept knocking me on that dang ear and catching me, but that's really it. You know, it's hard to feel the pain when you just want to fight like that. So I'm sure I'll feel it tomorrow morning, though. That's for sure.
Are fights like that the ones that get you excited, get you motivated, guys that are going to stand in front of you and just throw it with 100%?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I go in there to lay it on the line, and, you know, I've done this long enough now that when I go in there, I can tell if a guy is going to go in there and do the same thing and lay it on the line. You can see it in his eyes if he's gonna go toe to toe with you, or if he's gonna break. And if he's gonna break, he's gonna break, and you know it. So I always try to get those fights. We're laid on the line and just give the fans a good show and keep moving to the top. That's what I like. That's the way I fight. I lay it all on the line. Nothing held back.